What is going on, guys? It's the bearded Persian here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be training back. So I'm going to talk about the exercise we're going to do. And if you have trouble growing your back, then I suggest you follow these tips. And basically it's quite simple, really straightforward, but the only thing it takes is consistency and of course that you do them correctly, which is why I am here. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to talk about how you can do these exercises. Again, the amount of reps, the amount of sets, and let's just get started. And if you would like to see more of these kind of videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and follow me for more on Instagram. See you there.
Alright, first up is the deadlift. This one is a classic. Why do this one? Because it stimulates muscle growth, increases your power, burns a lot of calories, helps you build an injury-resistant back, boosts anabolic hormones, and it improves your posture. However, it's a very technical exercise, which is why most people have trouble doing this correctly. So the first most important part is the approach. You start with planting your feet at shoulder width, and then what you do is basically just go down straight like you're squatting down, and then you lean back a little bit, and then you just stand up with the weight. Of course, you have to remember to not round up your back. You have to keep a straight back. Everything has to be tight, your core has to be tight, everything tighten up. Cable back rows. This is a perfect exercise for building the middle part of the back and also the lower part of the back. And the mistake people make with this is to include the biceps way too much. So what you have to do is basically just pull in with the elbows. Another mistake that most people make when doing this exercise is they swing too much, and that removes tension from the lats. So keep that in mind, keep a steady form. Alright, next up guys, we're going to focus on the width of the back. This exercise, well, there are a lot of people who make mistakes on this one as well. So it's important to also have the right approach to it. What you have to start by doing is getting into the right position, which means that when you grab the weight, you lean back slightly, and then you pull the weight directly down. And you have to flex your back muscles as much as possible. And it's as simple as that. And also remember to pull in with your elbows just as any other back exercise, because we do not want to involve the biceps too much. So the idea of building a good back is to also not look flat from the side. So which is why you also have to train your rear deltoids. To train your rear delts, it's actually quite simple and straightforward. The only thing you really have to keep in mind is the height of the exercise when you adjust the seat. It basically have to be just under your eye level, I would say, when you grab the weight. So it's just really simple movement, and that's basically it. Alright, so next up to finish off the workout is shrugs. And if you want to build bulging necks, which also contributes to your look both from behind and from the front, it's really good to do this exercise. What you do is you basically just lift the weight up, get into position. I suggest you lean over just slightly so you can put more tension on the neck muscles, also known as the trapezius muscles. And in this case, you just lift the weight up as high as possible. Imagine they're trying to touch your ears. And this is where most people go wrong. They just lift too heavy. Don't go too heavy because you have to go through the full range of motion for muscle growth.
Alright guys, just finished the workout. Now I have my shake with me, as usual. So, like I said, there's a lot of kind of videos. Please do subscribe, press the like button. I'm going to be making more of these kind of videos. I'm going to talk about exercises you can do. If you have any questions or any comments on muscle growth or weight loss or whatever it is, do hit me up. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.